So in the overnight session, the bullishness from yesterday continued, and we saw a move up into 56.40, which was yesterday's high odds upside target. Now heading into the open, our intermediate and bigger picture bias will continue to be bullish, and our short-term bias will be neutral bullish. And the main catalyst today is the Fed chair testimony at 9 a.m. Central Time, and so far the market has been running on below average volume. Now, as I covered in yesterday's live recap, even though our overall bias is bullish on the short-term, intermediate, and bigger picture time frames, as day traders, we always need to be mindful of the real-time intraday bias as well. And the main reason that our short-term bias is neutral bullish today as opposed to bullish is because the 9 a.m. Central Time Fed chair testimony is a potential catalyst for a move in either direction. But in the event that ES is holding above 56.3275 to 33.75, which is today's aggressive support zone, we should still assume that bullish time frame alignment is in effect. And a break below the aggressive support would be the very initial warning sign. And then below that, we have pre-market support at 56.24 quarter to 30, and a breakdown below pre-market support would be the first notable sign of intraday weakness. And then we have initial support at 56.0975 to 1975, where there's a better chance for buyers to be active on first test, and we will need to see broad market weakness and some level of sustained downside momentum in order to get a sustainable breakdown below initial support. And a breakdown below initial support would be an intraday bearish indication, which can then result in a test of 55.95 to 56.05, where again buyers can still be active because we are in an overall bullish environment. And the lower the market pushes, the higher the probability of buyers stepping in. And below 55.95, we have the bull bear zone at 55.80 to 89, where buyers really need to defend if the recent breakout is going to remain intact. So as the market pushes lower, it will be running into better and better support, with the 55.80 to 89 bull bear zone being the more important inflection point on the larger time frame. Now, in order for the lower zones to come into play, ES would first have to take out the aggressive and pre-market support, and holding above the aggressive support zone would be a sign of continued strength. And above that area, we should assume that bullish time frame alignment is still in play. But a break below it and a break below the pre-market support is where that neutral bullish short-term bias would come into effect. On the upside, we have initial resistance at 56.37.5 to 40. That marks the all-time high, and a break and hold above initial resistance would serve as an intraday bullish confirmation. And a successful breakout above 56.40 on broad market strength and sustained upside momentum can quite easily test 56.47.5 to 55.5, which is the high odds target in the event of a breakout above 56.40. And then above that, we have resistance at 56.68.5 to 75.5. That is the larger time frame multi-day balance breakout target, and it is also within the range potential of the day. So in the event that we get a proper upside breakout on broad market strength and sustained upside momentum, with NQ making new highs as well, ES would have potential to test 56.68.5 to 75.5, where sellers could start to step back in. And then we have the range exhaustion zone at 56.9275 to 5700.75, and that zone has potential to cap the upside on the day. So that is the market context and plan heading into the open. Again, with our short-term bias being neutral bullish today, I think we need to be a little bit more cautious now. And given that we have the Fed chair testimony at 9 a.m. Central Time, that's yet another reason to be a bit more careful, even on the long side today. So that is the plan heading into the open. Let's see how the real-time situation shapes up and how the market behaves at the pre-market and aggressive support, as well as the initial resistance zone. That'll provide us with an early indication as to which side is being dominant on the smaller time frame, and we'll take it from there.